I've been very fortunate to have the opportunity to compete in a range of competitions at a national and global level, alongside Darius also. A few standout competitions for me so far have been the Hong Kong HSBC competition, the national finals, and also the Toronto Queen's entrepreneurship competition.
I think the real highlight for me getting into all of these was simply just all the skills and all the people you meet along the way, both in terms of judges and networking that way, but also just connecting with like-minded students as well.
I feel like both of us have gained a lot of practical skills for professional development, like communication and answering questions and problem solving, which is all going to look great on our CV. And it's also just been a ton of fun and really can't hype it up enough.
Absolutely. I think all the presenting skills have really helped me come a long way as well. I recently did an internship with the Timaru District Council over the summer, and one of the comments I got when I first started presenting was, wow, where did you learn to present? Because no one expected an intern to have any presentation skills, and business case comps gave me some of those. On the day when you come in, you get either assigned to a team or join the team you've pre-organized and get placed in a room with your own business case, which is just a business problem that some organization is facing. And you're asked a simple question: how do we solve this issue? From there, you'll take some time to read through the case, think about what's the best way forward, brainstorm ideas, and then put together your ideas into a cohesive solution, which you'll present to the judges at the end of the case competition.
It definitely requires a lot of teamwork, and time management is like one of our huge tips if you're looking to compete in a business case competition, because it's about 4 hours in a room, and that seems like a lot of time, but once you're in there, you'll find that it just flies by so quickly. I definitely think, yeah, it's an important part of the process is trying to figure out the different roles that people are going to play in the team. Usually people who like to kind of just be in the background might be interested in maybe like helping out with the slides and the solution and finances, but it's really flexible in terms of that. And I think like when it comes to presenting too, just giving everybody an opportunity to speak and also prompting other people if you know that they would have a good answer to a question that's just been asked. And yeah, it can be difficult sometimes because you get really excited and you're all wanting to talk at once. But yeah, working well as a team together is something that's really important in terms of case competitions. What do you think, Darius?
I think you've got a pretty comprehensive answer there, but I'll just add, a lot of people study things like maybe someone will study finance in the team, or they'll study marketing or such like as well. And you can often use those skills, or more so their interests, to kind of find a role for them in the team. But that isn't exclusive. So at the end of the day, you might have lots of people who are studying finance, in which case you'll need to divide up other parts of the team, or vice versa. So it's based on people's interests and just working together with the team to get the job done. One of the great things that I really liked, just even starting off my first case comp in the business school, was Jude managed to get a selection of professionals all down to kind of to act as judges. And after all the judging went through and after we got lots of feedback, we just had some time to kind of sit around, talk with all these judges, these people in the industry, and say, what did we do? Can you tell me about this? Or even, hey, can you tell me about your role? Or how did you get into that as well? So that was pretty awesome. And I've managed to stay connected with a few people from international case comps, just from building relationships across Zoom and such like through these case comps.
In terms of networking, case competitions have taught me a lot there, and I'm really grateful for that, because before I started case competitions I wasn't even using LinkedIn, but now it's just like a great opportunity to connect with other professionals and other students and kind of keep up with what they're up to, and also be able to share a little bit with them about like what you've been up to. So yeah, that's been amazing. The biggest difference for us was definitely competing in the HSBC competition because of the cultural differences. And I think that was a great opportunity to learn a little bit more about Asian culture and some of the little cultural nuances there. And so in terms of presenting, we had to like learn little subtle things that we might not think about when we're presenting in New Zealand, like like how do we look, are we smiling, are we like super enthusiastic, and what would you say there, Darius?
I think you're absolutely right about that. It was a big takeaway for us where almost you're kind of moving on to a lot more Zoom competitions. You're almost there on the screen and everyone's looking at you. So you have to be really careful, just still, but kind of smiling and happy and things there. While with some of the other case comps we've done, you're almost so far away from the camera that as soon as you've stopped presenting, you're no longer in the frame and you can kind of step out of it. So it's almost the constant engagement you have to be with some competitions, but not with others.
Yeah, there's like a lot more focus on your face, whereas like when you're in real life, you might be like moving your hands and making gestures and stuff, so it's very different. I remember my friend asking me to come along and compete, and I remember on that exact day just being super nervous and not knowing really what to expect, but yeah, it definitely exceeded my expectations, and I'm basically addicted at this point. I really enjoy them. Keep coming back. So
I started off just simply, I saw an advert in the elevator and I was like, right, that seems quite interesting. And so I went around, talked to the person who was organizing that was Jude, and said, hey, I'm interested. Can you tell me more? And since then, I've signed up. And well, I kept on signing up, kept staying really, really interested and really enjoying it. And it's just kept learning so much every time I do another case comp. So it's gotten better and better. I didn't expect it to be as amazing as it is. I think the best thing just to remember is you're not the only one who's nervous or scared or worried and things there. And so it means that everybody else is kind of in that same boat. So you don't need to be scared about approaching someone or talking to someone or even being put in a group because everybody's just learning. And the judges are just there to enjoy their day and just see what kind of you guys to offer. But there's never any stress and no pressure. It's all about just developing your own skills.
yeah, definitely agreed. It doesn't really matter on the outcome as well, or like how well you do on the day, because even if it's your first time, you just learn so much, and that's the best part of the experience is learning.